just want to put myself up in the corner of this video for 2 seconds and thank everybody for their lovely comments. And this is we're just gonna crack this tree down, and I want to show the full interaction I had with the First Nations fellas down at the resi, down on the res. It was such a blast. It was so fun, friends. I was laughing, skipping around, jumping around like a leprechaun again. I was feeling good. Anyways, let's jump right back in. This is that fir that was right beside those 2 maples we cut down yesterday. Let's dive right into it. Over now. Enjoy. This is this section done. Now we move on to some other interesting things. I watch that tree leave. You'll see it. I watch it leave for quite some time to stay on course. All our stumps today are golden. And I don't mean that as an unhumble person. It's just they are. They're all clean, beautiful hinge wood across the stump, holding power for direction. Everything's been very good thus far. This was haywire. Look at that. No sap running yet. What's that? No. Oh, yeah, please. Friends, good morning to you. One quick little interjection. I can't do a freaking... See, I sit here and bake. Look at how beautiful it is here, friends. Hey, coffee on the roll. It's nice to see us. To me, it makes it a little more personable because it's like the video, I'm making the video, but also this is today. Like every interjection you see is the day the video's going down. So I like to come in and just pop in and say hello. Thank you for being here. All the things you see in the video, the suspenders are coming, actually, friends. Believe it or not, I've got some crazy news there. Yes, indeed. But the Buck and Billy Ray, the stand up and buck, the get the gullet stuff, our new hoodie, work hard, be honest, and be kind, is everything that you could imagine that you see, the little patches, you know what I mean, is all at buckandbillyray.com. And the Woodman song that I play, I get everybody asking about that song. I wrote it, I drum, I play harmonica, I sing it. My mom co-wrote that song with me in the Tim Hortons coffee shop. I asked her for some help with some phrasing and some, obviously she did help with some of the words, but she really helped me kind of, I guess, arrange it, friends. She's written so many songs, my mom. And Yeah. So that's all available at buckandbillyray.com. And I want to thank the people right now, real briefly, but sincerely, that go in there because I get notifications when people are in at the shop. Friends, you don't know how much that helps this channel. It does. It helps us a lot. We're very simple here. It's not a big production. It's me, Christine, Nick Pixel, a few others behind the scenes doing stuff. You know who you are. I love you and thank you. And I'm just really proud of what we have here. So you've seen some of the bucking. The 500i we fire up again. The 125 cracks out here. Somebody was talking about the Max the other day. They're coming back out. And but I wanted to share this interaction with the native fellas down here, friends, the First Nations men. I met their kids. I played soccer with their dads. You know what I mean? Like, this is special to me. So I showed a little bit in the video the other day, but I want to share the whole thing, and I want to share what happens to a guy that's been maybe not savvy on his filing, or what the true potential of a power saw can be. He may have not have felt that. Well, he does today. And what happens usually is someone stalls the saw out because they're not used to the saw cutting like that. They're used to kind of lifting up on a saw. This is a wonderful interaction. Anyways, friends, let's get back into it. I love yous. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for all the love. Oh, friends, as well, one more thing. You have seen pieces of this video. It will look similar, but it was the first two trees we bucked with the, right? It looks similar, some of it, but it's different. It's that big fir that was in behind the maples. And you did see some interaction with me and Brendan and Johnny, the native fellas down on the reserve. So, but I show the whole interaction. It's important to me to show this for more than one reason. It's part of who I am. So you will see some stuff that looks familiar, but it's only minutes. So just understand that I am aware of that. Thanks, friends. I'll see you in there.
You don't get a better bucking scenario than that. We're not bucking the maple, we're just bucking the fir. Come on, friends. Who gets that? Who gets that? Just walk along that maple and just hello. Right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I know you do. I'm just gonna get you guys set up so you can have a good view of the freaking creatures out there. See that? Isn't that lovely, friends? Yeah, let's run this Mac. I've been wanting to run this Mac a while. I don't use the compression buttons because of the way I start it, right?
Friends, watch when I tickle buck this at the bottom here. I don't tickle it at the far side because it's gonna roll on me. Right here, watch. See, I pull the tip in and I tickle it. See how it rolled away from me? If I had to cut that far wood, it would have rolled at me. I need it to go away. Learn your tip. So friends, if you want to check your plug and kind of wonder where your saw is running at, this is how you do it. You just get into a big buck, maybe 2 or 3 like I'm doing right here, and then right in mid buck, right near the bottom of that buck, just shut that saw off. Then you're in full tune, ripping, and you'll find out where you're at. Check the plug. That'll give you a reading of what you're doing. This 500, this is where the fella comes in, and this is fun.
Friends, are you hearing that 500 come alive there now? This thing's coming alive.
Okay, friends, this is Brendan. Now, this is so fun. We already spent time on the tailgate, and his filing has like changed completely. He hadn't hit his rakers, his angles were off, and I spent, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes with him on the tailgate, and his game changed, literally. And I asked him if he was open to suggestions, and he was like, yeah, I am. I didn't say, hey, you're doing that wrong and this and that. I asked people, are you willing to, would you like some tips? And he was just so humble. And this is his reward right here, running this. Watch what happens here. Friends, so it's one thing to tell somebody something, but to show them is another. I show him to work the RPM, feel the saw. I actually stop it on purpose. Friends, I want you to know what I'm saying to him here. So I tell him, you know, play around with this a little bit. You know, keep the revs up. Just have some fun with this. And each time he literally gets better. So that's kind of what I'm telling him. I'm telling him to keep the revs up.
That thing is a mean grind right now, super mean. He's never run one of these. I want to give him a feel of a full ground chain. He's run lots of saw, but he hasn't run a ground chain yet. He just needs to learn to let the saw work a bit instead of pulling on it all. That's all. This one will be better. Kill switch. Okay, on wood that, when you're in a buck like that and you're just about to finish, pull out, finish the buck with your tip. Because then you've only got your tip in there if something goes on. So when you dog in, pull out when you got like an inch or two left and just finish with the tip. Because you're right out, right? Okay. Give it again, just pull on it. Don't give it any fuel, just pull.
So friends, I know you've seen some of this. I'm aware of that. So if it seems like doubling up, you only saw pieces. I'm telling him that the long bar, when you're buried, you don't know what's behind the log. Your tip will get pinched and stuff. You won't even know what it's doing. You've got to look over there, see what's there. And that's another reason why you pull out and finish the bucks with your tip in a scenario like this. So I'm just giving him a heads up. This is good information for him to take into his world. So friends, you didn't hear what he was saying there, but we just finished up the little gig there, and he told me, he says his power saw's cutting way better, and he's actually seeing chips fly out of there. Even his partner Johnny said there's chips flying out of the back of his saw, not sawed like dust now. I love that stuff. He's a changed man now on the saw.
Nice job, fella. Yeah. See, just because you see a lot of guys do, they stop that saw when they get a sharp saw because they're used to reefing on it. Yeah. Nice job. Each cut you did got better. Yeah. Each one. Thanks. You feel how that could be smooth down the road? Yeah. And to stand up and buck like I do, you won't do that with a chain that's not really on. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can imagine, eh? Like even this. Yeah. This saw needs to be under load or it does that little bark, that 4-stroke. Yeah. So this thing, I'm impressed with this saw. Because I haven't really had it in some big settings, but I like it. Oh, yeah. You did good, bud. Yeah. Yep, very good. Okay, friends, we got a couple more trees to cut down here. Up on the road, we're gonna hook up a block, get one of these boys with their 4x4 trucks, and we're gonna pull this thing across the road.
I'm not an expert. Like I said,
Thank you for watching. Guess what? 4 mufflers showed up in the mail yesterday. 4.
and I just seasoned it with
4.
Russ is the one that
From Mark, who built me my ram horn. Friends, we've got a lot of content right now. Power saw, muffler testing, bucking, chains. Listen, the other day I did a 3/16 file on a 7/30 seconds application. You know what I mean? Like a 3/8 chain. Like a baby C.
for a long time.
I don't, it was more, it was, what was happening is I was actually on the tailgate and I wanted to freshen up a fresh brand new chain and I just didn't have a 7/30 seconds on hand. I was on the tailgate, probably being lazy, went to the dashboard, 3/16. And I just, you can, this is why, friends, listen, please. This is why I do not believe in gadgets, file guides. I just, it doesn't allow you to custom file. I don't recommend those. I recommend if you're gonna get into power saws and firewooding and trees and cutting, to learn how to file with your hands. That's what's in here. So, you know what I mean? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do going forward. Teach people how to round file. I've learned to square file just because I wanted to, but as you all know, I do things kind of my own way. In one way, out the other, and this and that. But guess what? It cuts. This is about having fun, not who's doing this or whose corner's a little tighter to the this or that. It's about the feeling you get when you're getting dirty and running power saw. There's nothing quite like it, friends. You can't disagree with me. Come on. Friends, love yous. Work hard. Be honest. I gotta go. I gotta go test mufflers up at Vartan's. I got a massage at 1 o'clock. The sun's out. Catch you on the next one.